So, good evening, or I'd say good afternoon to the side of the world. It's me, the Lock Robster, the MNL of LA, bring you a new vlog. Yes, so this is gonna be, how to call this? A follow-up blog from a previous blog I did, which is my top 16 predictions for the third general election. Yes, so let me give a shout out to Nathaniel Kabansay, who actually left comments on that previous video regarding his analysis, or his, at least the summarization or synopsis of my predictions that came out. You know what was right about my guesses and those that I missed. Okay, yeah. So thank you again, sir. And yeah, so to go through my predictions of that. So 11 of the 16 members I correctly guessed got in, and so the members were Shecky, Abby, Alice, Gab, Jem, Jan, Jamie, Thea, Colleen, and Ruth. Yeah, so those were the 11. And then if you remembered, I gave out six other members, in which three were the wild card predictions and three were the dark horse predictions. Those who were for a wild card most likely might get in, because I can be wrong. The dark horse is the very least chance to get in. Okay, so basically I spread I spread my bets all over. Basically, I was guessing I guess 22 girls. Of those 22, which one would make it to the top 16, basically. Okay, so from the wild card, Isabel made it in, and from the dark horse, which kind of surprised me, it's Lara got in. So basically, I correctly guessed 13 girls out of the 22 girls that I predicted. Yeah, which gives me a 59% success rate in my guesses. Yeah, that's no joke. I actually calculated it. I mean, you can do it yourselves. Do like 13 divided by 22.590. Just round it off. 59%, basically. There you go. Okay, so going through the members that I guessed wrong. Okay, or wow. Okay, so Grace, unfortunately, yeah, didn't make the three-peat. Yeah, and she went like 15 ranks down from the previous general election, which is a damn shame. But yeah, maybe next election, she'll make it back to the Senbatsu. Okay, who else? So she ranks number 30 there. So Frances was really kind of like a throwaway member I really inserted in there. I originally, the place actually, her place uh, was originally, I think I had Lara in there, but I decided to put Lara in the dark horse. Instead, then I inserted in Frances, because I know Frances seems to be, you know, at least from what I saw, was like getting really popular, especially with being part of Hashlab. Yeah, so I thought that she might get a big chance of getting into the Senbatsu. So her ultimate rank was 23. Okay. All right. So let's see here. So Bray was also surprised. I thought she would really be a shoo-in to get into the Senbatsu, especially with the other popular members leaving. Okay. And surprised she only ranked 21. Yeah. I believe it's she ranked 20 from the last election. Yeah, so big surprise. I thought she'd really make it. And, I know she's one of those favorites, but I guess the fans have spoken. Okay. So, next one, Amy. I thought Amy would also make it in. I thought her being part of Baby Blue with Jan and Colleen, who made it in, I thought she'd be like hanging on their coattails to make it in the Senbatsu. Yeah, but unfortunately she only ranked 27. Okay. And Kay, yeah, Kay was also surprised she didn't make it in, and she ranked only 32. Yeah, it's unfortunate since I expected JKTR, Jan, K, Thea, and Ruth to finally make it into Senbatsu, all four of them. Unfortunately, we only got JTR in the lineup. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so I mentioned again that the 11 members that I guess correctly: Sheki, Abby, Alice, Gab, Jem, Jan, Jamie, Andy, Thea, Colleen, and Ruth. There you go. I always seem to miss Andy there. Maybe because I put her in a box. Okay. Okay, and also Isabel and then Lara. Okay. Oh, so going through the wild card. So Alyssa ranked 20. Okay, ranked number 20. And Mari ranked 34. And for the dark horse, Kyla ranked number 40, which falls her into the Kenkyu Sei ranking. Yeah, it's a big drop off there. Okay, and for Dana, my other dark horse, I believe she's the highest one at rank 18 among the girls that I guess incorrectly, I guess. Yeah, so yeah, she goes under girls, and I believe this is her highest rank ever in all three elections she's been. Yeah, basically her rank went up. Okay, and then also let me just mention, since I got 13 girls correct, so let's mention the other three girls that are in the Senbatsu that I did not think to include on my list. Okay, so one is so Tin, yeah, Tin and Ella. Okay, so Tin and Ella. Start with Tin and Ella first. Actually, I considered Ella, since both Tin and Ella are part of Team L. I actually considered Ella as a wild card, and I considered Tin as a dark horse. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I thought that Mari and Kyla, in both wild card and dark horse, respectively, would have a big chance of making it in. Besides these two, so yeah, so it's surprising that Ella and Tin, who were part of the first general election, Senbatsu, make it back. So I'm very happy for that. Yeah, in the same way as Lara making it back into the Senbatsu since the first general election. It's almost like what a lot of MN loves are saying. It's like we're going back to the Aitakata days. Okay, and the last member to complete the 16th, actual 16 of the Senbatsu for the third general election is, this is really a surprise, Princess. Okay, because I know if you've seen the two previous preliminary voting, yeah, she was like really way down there, and it's amazing. I guess all her vampires like really worked hard to get her votes in. You know, especially before the deadline to get that surge of votes to get her into the Senbatsu. I mean, wow, that's a really big surprise. Yeah, and yeah, and most surprising is Princess. She's actually my Nioshi. Yeah, my second favorite among the ML48 members to date. Yeah, and yeah, it's like it's almost like I didn't have faith in her. But then again, I was working on the patterns of voting, or my gut feeling, or as I mentioned, those kind of stuff before in my previous vlog. But yeah, I'm very happy for Princess. I mean, uh, being just like really at the bottom the first general election, close to the bottom, and then being forced to graduate during the second general election, and then coming back as a Kenkyusei and the Tokyo Girls collection, and then getting back in to the main team uh, due to a member graduating, Sayaka, namely, and now she's a part of Senbatsu. I mean, isn't that like, how do you call this? Miracles do happen, and yeah, so I'm very proud of Princess, and making the Senbatsu. Okay, so now let's get to the gist of this actual vlog. So originally, uh, I thought of actually ranking who the top 16 right now to rank them from 16 to 1. Okay, yeah. But then I thought, I mean, wouldn't that be unfair? I mean, to think maybe if I put them a particular member at number 16, they're gonna say, oh, then they might think that, oh, I really think poorly of her. Okay, to be ranked at the bottom like that. So then I switched down to the plan of guessing who the Kami 7 is. Yeah. All right. So I actually went through a lot of, uh, like I said, using my gut, using the votes, the preliminary uh, rounds that that showed their votes and their ranking, especially the Kami 7 that we're showing right there. Yeah. So it's like working which member would fall on which rank from 1 to 7, and then I thought like I mean let me look at the preliminary results again, and then I'll write everyone's name from however they're ranked on that list. Yeah, so the top 16 comes up, and something kind of like almost like a pattern, like I noticed that I noticed during those two preliminary results. Okay, and then looking at it, and I mean, could this be really that easy to guess who would rank from 1 to 16? Okay, and just looking at it, I mean, if you done almost like a research and then look at the pattern, yeah, it's like quite surprising that I may be able to actually guess, maybe not correctly, okay, not all of it, maybe I'd say like 50%. Okay, yeah, I'm giving that probably that much low or half of it to guess who would rank, which member would rank, particularly from 1 to 16. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna scrap the original Kami 7 ranking, but now go with the rank from 16 to 1. Okay, ultimately 1 being who the center for the 7th single would be. Okay, so yeah, so for the girls who might be watching this, yeah, okay, I'm not ranking you in a way that that's not how I think of you. Okay, it's just that how I see from the votes, from the preliminary votes that I've seen, and the pattern that went through from the first preliminary round to the second seems to indicate to me that that's how you will fall within the fall, or which fall or fit in the ranking scheme. Okay. Okay. So without further ado, let us get to it. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay. Okay. So I did a little bit of like what I think would be the ranking again. Okay. All right. So here goes nothing. Brace yourselves. So yeah. So thinking again. Like I said, I can be wrong. I will admit that. Yeah. So when the actual results comes up, yeah, maybe my percentage of success would drop, since now I'm actually predicting which girl will rank in which number. Okay. So so I'm gonna take off my glasses now. Okay. So number 16, rank 16, the member would fall. Would the member rank 16 would be Princess. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So Princess will be at number 16. Almost like, the miracle girl finally makes it. Yeah. And she's at the tail end of it. Okay. And, even though it's a lower rank at 16, bottom of the Senbatsu, You should be proud of yourself too, of making that. Yeah, because I'm sure no one expected that, even me. And you are my Neoshi. Okay, so Princess at rank 16. Okay, the next one. Okay, at rank 15, Thea. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So Thea at rank 15. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe in last general election she was supposed to be the next girls. Yeah, the next girl center at rank 17, but then she had to move up because I believe Sayaka left. Yeah, and she was basically the tail end of the second general election. But now, yeah, I'm giving her the 15th rank. Okay, okay. So congratulations, Thea. Okay. So at rank 14, I'm going to give it to Isabel. Okay. Yeah, Isabel. Yep. So this is the only other second generation member to make it into the Senbatsu. Okay. So yeah. All right. Next up, at number 13, Gab. Okay. So why such a low rank on Gab? I guess I'm sure everyone's saying because it's in especially in the past general elections, Gab seems to be hovering just above the 11, from rank 11 to 16 level, like that, and I don't see how it'd be any different, despite the fact that she's a double center in River and the center of high tension. But the way I'm feeling these votes uh, are like fluctuating. She would still rank within that bubble of 11, between 11 and 16. So yeah, so I'm giving her rank number 13. Okay. Okay, so rank number 12 will fall to Jamie. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Jamie. Yeah, I'm giving her rank 12. So that's the other second generation member to make it in this year's Senbatsu. From going down from the previous second general election where she was the only second gen to make it. And I believe she made the Kami 7, but I'm seeing that she'll drop out of the Kami 7 and she'll end up at number 12. Okay. All right. So rank number 11, I'm giving it to Tin. Yeah. Tin, big comeback. Yeah. Going back into the Senbatsu ever since the first general election. And looks like, yeah, Tin being the fighter that she is, looks like she's gained a lot of supporters. Yeah, especially, I think it's because of that ICYMI diary that came out, where how she's bullied basically. So a lot of support. She gained a lot of supporters from there, and looks like it's almost like a revenge tour, I guess, of her fans getting her back into the Senbatsu, like almost like a sweet taste of justice. Yeah. All right. So rank number 10, I'm gonna give it to Lara. Okay. Okay. So that might be a surprise to everyone as well. Okay. But I think that the surge of votes for Lara, yeah, and her, I guess, I'm not sure I would say exposure or at least popularity, has really raised her rank up. And yeah, I mean, much like Tin, uh, they're able to get her back into the Senbatsu. Yeah, since the first general election. Okay. So next up at rank 9, I'm going to give it to Ella. Okay, yeah. Ella also in the same vein of Lara and Tin. Yeah, she also seems to gain a strong following. Yeah. And I guess exposure as well. I believe she's part of the bias campaign and the part of the scene zone for the Prank's Not Dead. Yeah. And yeah, and she did pretty well on both those segments that fans has really, shown their support for her, and that's why she's now back with the Senbatsu, and I'm giving her rank 9. Okay. Okay, rank 8. Okay. So I'm giving rank 8 to Captain Alice. Okay. So this is going to be the first time, at least if it happens, not to be part of the Kami 7. Okay. But yeah, but I'm thinking much like Princess, she seems to be holding that steady at that rank. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go up, but then I could be wrong. Yeah. But like I said, she seems steady there, and I don't think she would mind being out of the Kami 7, to give the other members a chance or exposure. Yeah. But yeah, she is still one of the popular members. But as I said, I think she's going to be ranking number 8 at this one. Okay. But in the same way that I feel about Princess at rank 16. Okay. Okay. So, moving on. So, we're now at the Kami 7 range now. Okay. So, at rank 7, covering the rear of the Kami 7 is Jan. Okay. So, yeah, I always said that, Jan's exposure, especially her prank's not dead, and especially that she was given the Oshikam on the river, that it's really looks like she's really gotten you know very more popular than before, and I truly believe that she'll make the Kami 7. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay, so next, rank 6. Okay, so I think this is gonna, a lot of them is gonna be happy, I guess, with this one. I say, okay, rank 6 falls to Colleen. Okay, Colleen. Yeah, I think it's high time, Colleen being one of the most popular members of MNL48 finally makes it into the Kami 7. Yeah, I mean, I would think she would go higher than just 6, but I think she's gonna fall in this rank at number 6. Okay. All right, so congratulations to her on that one, making it. Okay, so at rank 5, I'm giving that to Ruth. Okay, so yeah, so rank 5 goes to Ruth. Yeah, I think she, deserves that rank as well, especially looking at the preliminary results. I think she's going to be falling in that particular rank. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, she's also one of the popular members recently, and she has this good head on her shoulders. Yeah, and and a nice voice to boot. And yeah, and I believe she's part of the Hash Love. Yeah, which was kind of surprised, at least to me, that she got to become part of that. Yeah, so that kind of gained her supporters from there, I believe. Okay, there you go. So we're at the last 4 now. So rank 4, I'm gonna give it to Andy. Okay, so yeah, so Andy, yeah, also a surge of exposure due to Prank's Not Dead, and judging from the preliminary votes, I think should fall into this particular rank at rank 4. Yeah, and it's a big achievement for her, much like with Princess, because Andy was really ranked 48 from the last general election, and I believe the ICMI diary that featured her also worked well in her favor to get more supporters, to get her into the Senbatsu, and I think it's a real surge of votes that got her in here. So I truly believe that she'll rank number 4. Okay, congratulations, Andy. Okay, maybe I should call her the other miracle girl, like Princess here. Okay, okay. So we're the top 3 now. Okay, so you have been paying attention who the other 3 left. Okay, so rank 3, I'm going to give it to Gem. Okay, Yeah, Gem, you know, was actually deserves this rank. Mm-hmm. She's always seemed to be hovering uh, between outside the Kami 7 and between the 10 and 16 range during the last two elections. But this, judging from the preliminary votes from fans, that her supporters really want her to get in, not just the Senbatsu, but into the Kami 7 as well. And yeah, and I've noticed with the preliminary votes that some members, like drop. And let me see here. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all right. So yeah, from the first preliminary results that going to the second one, yeah, four members, and that's Gem included, raised their ranks uh, during the second preliminary results. Yeah, only four of them, and yeah, and I think Gem might go all the way to finish at rank number 3. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we're at the last two. Okay, number 2. Okay, so we know who the last two are. Okay, so number 2, Sheki. Sheki ranked number 2. Yeah, and number 1, I believe this the center for the 7th single will fall on Abby. Yeah, and okay, so Sheki, yeah, I know, she's probably the ultimate center of MNL48. She did like 3 straight ones during their first year. The second, at least in this second year, I think she's the center for Labrador Retriever. Yeah, for the first time that Team M2 finally gets a song into a single, uh, the River single at least. Yeah, so much as I'd like Sheki to become the center again, I would like to think maybe hold on for that right now and give the spotlight to Abby. Okay, yeah, so the River single being the double center, Gab and Abby. So in a way, this I think I mentioned before in my reaction video River that uh, the spotlight fell more on Abby with River rather than just Abby and Gab. But I think it's more on Abby since we finally saw her what she could do, because we've all thought that she's kind of like this like this, at least to me, this kind of like this airhead. But no, I'm pretty sure she's a smart girl. At least that's how she's acting. I'm not sure if there's a character that she's playing, uh, being an idol and all. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's a very smart girl. And having to reward her, this really reward to have to be the center, not just the double center, but the center for the 7th single. And I wonder what the 7th single would be. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, going back to the ranking now. Okay, so yeah, Abby certainly deserves to become the center for the third year or third generation of MNL48. Okay, and with Sheki backing her up, okay, I think there's magic here that'll happen. Okay, so, and going through uh, my ranking again for all 16 girls, starting from 1, Abby, Sheki, Jem, Andy, Ruth, Colleen, Jan, Alice, Ella, Lara, Tin, Jamie, Gab, Isabel, Thea, and Princess. Okay, so that's how I that's how I rank the remaining girls now. And yeah, like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe my success rate might not be as high as on my top 16 that was unranked. Okay, so this one is ranked, and whether I'm correct in where these girls fall within the top 16, actual top 16 ranking. I guess we'll just have to wait till Saturday to figure that out. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, I was actually like maybe they didn't watch the video because the video said that it couldn't play here in the US. So I just had to rely on Twitter and Facebook to let me know which girl ranked up, which girl ranked during that time, from 48 to 217. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that same thing will happen again this Saturday. So I'll just do the same way and how I found out. I found out which girls were ranked. Okay, so that's how I rank the girls in the Senbatsu. Yeah, for the seventh single, and whether or not I'm correct with my guesses or totally blew it, I don't really mind. But as long as HHE keeps its promises of making sure to get these these girls, uh, treat them right. Yeah, make sure that every girl gets a chance to be uh, shown to them and loves, at least to be exposed on the camera or on virtual stuff like this on the social media. Yeah, just don't. I know that favoritism is your thing. Yeah, that just has to stop. Just treat the girls equally, take care of them equally, and you'll make the girls happier, you'll make their parents happier, you'll make the MN loves happier. Okay? All right. Yeah, that's just my advice. Okay? My opinion. Okay? Yeah. But who's to say you'll listen to me? Anyway, I'm just a guy across the ocean supporting these girls who cares for these girls. Okay? So take care of them, and maybe you won't hear so many rants from me. Okay? Okay, so that ends it for now, and look forward to what will happen this Saturday. And since uh, the ranking, after that ranking has been announced, the center has been announced, therefore that begins the third year of MNL48. Would it be a much better year than the COVID rampant 2020? Okay, well, time will tell. Not just, not just because of the situation we have around the world regarding COVID, but then it's HHE's, responsibility to once again treat these girls right. Okay. And I will be watching. Bye bye now.